season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to swing it on second down. He tries to take the top off. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cox. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Bruins are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease, it's Cox. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jones. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go right back to it. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And your UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Cox. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Cox.
Well, give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bruins have moved it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now the defense with its back against the wall after the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Bruins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction. Create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch. It's White. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Polk. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That's caught. It's Cox. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bruin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. On the snap, it's Jones. Rushes on him. Got a man. He's loose. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. Got room at the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jones. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, Those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wiggins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Jones. Touchdown, Maryland! And the comeback is on. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the timing just a hair off.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games. Might be changing the route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll pitch it. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Calls his own number. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So 1st down will open up the final period.
Hornet, 42 Spider, 4-2 Spot, Griffin.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand and nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick shovel pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Using his feet. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Pound 55 weak.
Touch pass on the line. Touchdown, UCLA! They move on top here on the 4th.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 35 over Vanderbilt. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Might be calling a hot route. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Right down the middle. It's caught. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. The Bruins will try to run out the clock in the final minute. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.